you're a young man. This is my old workout. This is my old workout, but I did it for, oh my goodness. I started this workout when I was 16, and I done it all the way up until I would say in my 50s when I changed it.
Yeah.
So from 16 to 50, on Monday, I would do chest, shoulders, and triceps.
Okay.
On Wednesday, it was back and biceps. On Tuesday, I'm sorry. Monday was chest, shoulders, and tricep. Oh, what do you call it? The old push and pull.
Sure.
So I pushed on Monday, chest, shoulders, and tricep on Monday. Tuesday was back and bis. Every day was abs. And then it was legs on Wednesday. Then Thursday, it was chest, shoulder, triceps again. Then it was back and biceps again on Friday. And then Saturday was leg. So it was 6 days a week when I was your age. And then Sunday was the day off. But the way I did it, I worked between 65%, 75%, all the way up to 85% of my maximum resistance.
Okay.
So in other words, what I would do, bench, for example, on Monday, bench press, 5 sets of 5 on Monday.
Okay.
But this was my bench. I warm up first with 135. I do about 20 or 30 reps. That's just a warm-up set. Then I go to 2 1/4, do a 5 tab, 315, 5 tab, 405, 5 tab, and then I would do 2 sets of 5 with 500. That was my workout. And then once every 6 to 8 weeks, I go for a max.
Yeah.
But on the days I do my max, I wouldn't do my incline or flies. It would just flat out bench.
Okay.
Now, stick to the bench. Now on Thursday, my chest day will be 12 to 8 reps.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So my first set would be a set of 12. My second set would be a set of 10. And then I would do 3 sets of 8.
Gotcha.
Or sometimes I would just do 4 or 5 sets of just 12.
Okay.
Or sometimes I do 5 sets of 10.
Yeah.
So my weight day, the first day was my weight day. The second day was my rep day.
Sure. Yeah.
And then I would have a month where I would do 15. I would take 1 month where I, after my heavy, so put it all in perspective for you. What I try to do, the first month, I would do 65% of my maximum resistance. Well, that's 12 to 16 reps. That worked your what you call it, your slow twitch muscle family, your ligaments and tendons. You ever notice a lot of guys always pulling muscles?
Yeah.
Well, the reason that they pull muscle because the repetitions work your ligaments and tendons. You know,
Right.
the more reps you do, it strengthens your ligament and tendon. So when you get up to the heavy stuff, and then that was 65% from 12 to 16 reps. Then the second month, I would go to 75% of my max. This is the bodybuilding part. 75% of my max, which is 8 to 12 reps.
Gotcha.
8 to 12 reps. That worked your slow twitch, and then you get to the fast twitch, which is the big stuff. And I would do like, a month, maybe 6 to 8 weeks of 8 to 4 reps.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which is 85% of my maximum resistance.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I would max out to see what I do. Now on back, the lowest rep I would do is 8. I can't go below 8 because the back is a large muscle, and anything below 8 is not going to develop the back. Then the back is the hardest muscle, and the chest is the hardest muscle to work. The chest and back are the 2 hardest muscles to work. I was training one time, and when I do my benching, I felt that in my tricep would pump up. So I developed my tricep pretty much early in the year from doing bench press. But I had this flat chest. So what the old timers did, they took a pencil and they laid it between my chest like this. So that when I push up, I had to use the chest. They said squeeze that pencil. And that, so I could trick my pectoral, because somebody tell you to push naturally, you're going to push with your shoulders and your tricep. Well, that's a natural natural
Yep.
movement anyway.
Yep.
You see what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And so you have to learn how to eliminate the shoulders by keeping the shoulders back, chest out.
Isolate the chest.
And when you push up, you got to squeeze the chest up.
Yep.
Like I see guys on the pec deck, and they would bring the shoulders forward.
Right.
As you know, that's working here.
Yep.
So I try to teach them to put that chest out, shoulder back, so when you come across, you got to squeeze that pec.
Sure.
But I teach them, if you don't feel it in the area that you're working, then you're not working. With back, I was in the gym one day, and Lee Haney came in the gym. We was at Gold Gym. And Lee Haney said, "Oh, you had a good arm workout today, did you?" I said, "No, I trained back." He said, "Well, hell, your arm's all pumped up." And I said, "Well, what am I doing wrong?" So he taught me this little trick to tease the muscle. Like if I'm doing a pull down, and if I pull like this, that's bicep. 'Cause you see the arms the first they move. So what he did is just shoulder and come down first into it.
That initial contraction. Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. You come down with the shoulder first.
Right.
I pull down with the shoulder. So my arm is straight. It was like this. See, my elbow's not moving.
Mm-hmm.
That's my lat pulling myself down. My elbow's not moving. And then I just fall in through.
Right.
And then with the cable rolls were pretty much the same way. Chest out, back completely flat, lean slightly forward, come back and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Deadlift, and one day, like I said, the demonstration part, I'm going to try to get a friend of mine to help me up at my house. I got a few weights at the house, a bench, a dumbbell, where I could demonstrate some of the things that we talk about today, at the end of your segment. Probably only going to take us maybe about another 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to go over the correct way of doing certain exercise.
Definitely.
Like on tricep, you see a lot of guys doing push down.
Right.
Now the push down only going to work that outer head right there.
Right.
That's all it's going to work. Ain't going to work nothing else. When you're doing like close grip benches or anything of that nature, it's going to work that center head. Now, but the larger muscle in your tricep, is the inner head. The only way of working that is with skull crusher. But what I always found out what worked absolutely fantastic for it is tricep extension. But you got to keep the elbows in. You don't want the elbows out here. You keep them in as close as you can, and squeeze at the top. Bring down slow. Like a lot of people, they forget muscle work 3 ways: eccentric, concentric, and isometric. So you want to get all 3 movers. For example, I'm going to do the curl. Tell me how many curls are there. How many are there?
5.
2.5.
Only work half the muscles.
I pull it up, but I didn't let it down.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And so,
the negative.
So I'm on it. What you call it negative. In training, they call it eccentric, which is negative, because and you stronger negative, eccentric than you are concentric.
Right.
Because you're fighting against gravity going back.
Yeah.
You see, you got to let it down. So when we used to do like a curl, when I bench press for Lee Haney would take about 5 or 6 suckers on a release. So you push it up, the speed you go up don't matter, and then bring it down like that. You get that negative and positive going.
Yeah.
You grow like crazy. And the other, as we all know, is isometric. Some guys would do an isometric curl where they would hold the bar here, which is isometric. Then they would do a set here, and then they hold it, and then, so you could combine isometric in with. Charles Atlas was no killer man because he was Caucasian and I'm not, but he was the first one to really show how isometric could not only develop our muscle but also develop a strength too.
Yeah.
He was a very, very strong individual, and all he did was isometric. He didn't do any eccentric or concentric exercise.
Yeah.
Another thing, I'm talking too quick, and you got questions. Just cut me off.
No, you're good. You're good. This is all great stuff. I was going to ask.
I got to give that. Hi, young lady. I got a gift for gas.
Just let them know you're at a store. So
Yeah, I'm at a store right now that Johnny owns. Like I said, M&J Car and Collectibles. Okay,
That's right.
So he's the one that allowed me to do this because I'm passing by his place, going somewhere else. But the most important part, I don't care how long you train or what you do, 90% is mental.
Right.
So you have to, how did Arnold put it? It's a word he used. He's more educated than me. Visualization.
Yep.
Is I'm saying that right?
Visualization.
You have to why are you training?
Yep.
So you don't want to see yourself the way you were because you're not going back.
Right.
You don't want to see yourself the way you are because you're not trying to maintain. The whole time in the gym, you have to picture yourself bigger and stronger. You have to get that in your head.